always human beings afraid of anybody whom they have no knowledge. If I don't know you, even though I can't imagine you'll eat me or you'll kill me, just I'm not comfortable to talk to you immediately. You know, it's just human sense. And the other thing is, it still rotates with the issues I raised. You know, poverty has given power for all those groups. Terrorists couldn't have reached this stage if that country's people freedom was not taken by force. You'll open a way for terrorists to propagate against your country because your country's government didn't do what they're supposed to do for you. In the previous times, like in Afghanistan, Pakistan, the terrorist groups were feeding the people to attract people. The terrorist groups supporting them financially to attract people. So many people joined them. The only way to attack terrorism is not by fight, to attract the people, stop people from joining them, not by force. If you give them what they need in their country, they'll not be open to their propaganda. You know what I mean? And always, tit for tat is not working. It's not the answer. Otherwise, we'll end up killing each other. The only solution is try to understand why these people created. Few individuals might be bad, but the situation opened for them to propagate against the people's interest, but the people's interest is not protected by the group who should protect the people's interest, like by the government, by the local leaders, by the elderly. So if that stops, they don't have any option. People, they don't want to suffer. They'll come and join peaceful part. Regarding religion, I have my own religion. As such, I'm not really conservative religious person, but my religion is in believing to do good for myself and for other human beings. That's how I see religion. And then respect to others people believe. I might not be interested or what other people's belief is, but it shouldn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. I respect it. Socially, in that kind of situation, especially if you are in a refugee camp, for example, in Kakuma refugee camp, where I stayed longer period of time, we have around 80,000 refugees at that time. Now I think it is more than 100,000. And these refugees have come from 13 different African countries. We are living in that camp harmoniously without conflict. So in that kind of situation, in that kind of camp, in that kind of different population, there are different religions. but religion didn't affect us, because we have the same problem. Our countries are difficult for our human right, our life, so we run away to Kenya. So, and when I worked for Lutheran World Federation, the job of Lutheran World Federation in the camp is not related with religion. It's related giving humanitarian service. And first I was working for them as a sanitation worker in the camp, like cleaning and spraying pit latrines and burning the carcasses or the bodies of dead animals when it's drought in the camp, that sort of thing. Later on, I became a social worker for their project. I worked maybe 6 or 8 months as a social worker. Then I proposed a newspaper in the camp, which I started in 1993. I started from scratch using stencil and duplicating machine. And even for that, I get paper, stencil, stationery from Lutheran World Federation. Also, Lutheran World Federation pays me incentive. It's not an employment incentive. They give you small amount of money, which will help you to drink coffee or tea monthly and buy soap to wash your clothes, for those kind of things. Yeah, that's the only way people can move on. You'll take, for example, if someone beats you, and then one, he has to accept it, his mistake, for this or that. Sorry, I did that to you wrongly. And then you'll forgive him. You don't forget because you want to keep that as a lesson. Next time you will not be in a position to be beaten by any person, by other people, because you'll be careful, you know. But as a human being, still there are many problems between individuals, groups. We cannot be free from conflict. According to my belief and experience, for everything there should be the opposite. Life without days is not suitable, because you love life because there is days. You love to love because there is hate. I'm not a philosopher or religious person, but from experience, that's how I feel. And if you really, really think human beings should be given an opportunity, natural things, to live, you can find beauty in a dry rose flower, the one which is on the way of dying. You know, it's your heart which determines. If you have a good heart for people, forgiveness is not for them, for you. Because if you don't forgive, it will eat you internally. By the time you think of those things, you'll be disturbed. Why should you be disturbed? You'll take, they say, the more high ground. fight for independent global policy, like foreign policy. Each country should have neutral policy. Each country should stop producing armaments, should stop sending and joining wars, conflict, and then respecting others' people religion.